Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. In my last lecture, we did some questions from exercise 3.3 of your textbook. Now, today we will do few more questions from the same exercise. Here is the first question. In this question, we have to prove cosine of 3 pi by 4 plus x minus cosine of 3 pi by 4 minus x is equal to minus root 2 sine of x. Now we will take LHS and we will prove that this is equal to RHS. Now in LHS we have cosine of 3 pi by 4 plus x minus cosine of 3 pi by 4 minus x. Now if we treat 3 pi by 4 plus x as a and 3 pi by 4 minus x as b, then it is of the form cosine a minus cosine b. And we know that cosine a minus cosine b is equal to minus times twice sine a plus b divided by 2 sine a minus b divided by 2. So we can write it is minus 2 times sine a plus b, that is 3 pi by 4 plus x plus b, that is 3 pi by 4 minus x divided by 2, and then we have sine a minus b, that is 3 pi by 4 plus x minus 3 pi by 4 minus x divided by 2. That's further equal to, it is minus 2 times sine of 3 pi by 4 plus 3 pi by 4, that is 3 pi by 2. 2 times 3 pi by 4, that is 3 pi by 2. So this is 3 pi by 2 plus x minus x cancels. Then we have divided by 2. Now we have sine 3 pi by 4 minus 3 pi by 4 cancels. Minus minus is plus, so x plus x is 2x. So it becomes 2x divided by 2. That is further equal to minus twice sine of 3 pi, 2 into 2 is 4, it is 3 pi by 4, sine of 2 by 2 is 1, so we get x, it is sine of x. That is further equal to, it is minus twice sine of, now we can write this 3 pi by 4 as pi minus pi by 4. That is equal to 3 pi by 4. Then we have sine of x. Now, we know that sine pi minus theta is equal to sine of theta. So we can write minus twice sine. Here theta is pi by 4. So we write sine pi by 4 sine of x. We know that sine pi by 4 or sine 45 is equal to 1 by root 2. So we can write it is minus twice 1 by root 2 sine of x, or we can write it as minus 2 divided by root 2 into root 2 divided by root 2 sine of x, which is equal to, it is minus 2 root 2 divided by 2 sine x, or that is further equal to, it is minus root 2 sine x, which is equal to RHS. That completes the question. Let us take one more question. In this question, we have to prove sine x minus sine 3x divided by sine square x minus cosine square x is equal to twice sine x. Now we will take LHS and we will prove this LHS is equal to RHS. Now in LHS we have sine x minus sine 3x divided by sine square x minus cosine square x. Now if we treat this x as a and 3x as b, then it is of the form sine a minus sine b, and we know that sine a minus sine b is equal to twice cos a plus b divided by 2 sine a minus b divided by 2 whole divided by, now it is sine square x minus cosine square x. We can write it as minus times cosine square x minus sine square x, because we know that cosine square x minus sine square x is equal to cosine of 2x. Now that is further equal to, we can write it is twice cos 3x plus 1x, that is 4x. 4x divided by 2 is 2x. So it is twice cos 2x sine 3x plus x minus 3x, that is minus 2x. Minus 2x divided by 2 is minus x. So we get minus x divided by minus times cosine square x minus sine square x is cosine of 2x. Now in numerator we have cosine 2x, in denominator we have cosine 2x. Cosine 2x divided by cosine 2x, that is 1. So we get twice. Now this sine of minus theta is equal to minus times sine of theta. So we can write sine of minus x is minus times sine of x. So we put this minus here. Then we have sine of x divided by minus 1. That is equal to twice sine of x, which is equal to RHS. This completes the question. Now here is our third question. In this question we have to prove cosine 4x is equal to 1 minus a times sine square x cosine square x. Now we take this LHS and we will prove this LHS is equal to RHS. Now in LHS we have cosine of 4x. We can write it as cosine of 2x. And we know that cosine of 2 theta is equal to 1 minus twice sine square theta. If we treat this 2x as theta, so we can write it as 1 minus twice sine square theta, and theta is 2x. That is further equal to, it is 1 minus twice. Now we have sine 2x. We know that sine 2x is twice sine x cos x. Then we have this square. That is equal to 1 minus twice 2 square is 4. So it is 4 times sine square x cosine square x, that is equal to 1 minus 4 into 2 is 8. It is 8 times sine square x cosine square x, which is equal to RHS. So this proves the result. Now let us take one more question. In this question, we have to prove cosine of 6x is equal to 32 cosine raised power 6x minus 48 cosine raised power 4x plus 18 cosine square x minus 1. Now we will take this LHS and we will prove this LHS is equal to RHS. Now in LHS we have cosine 6x. We can write this as cosine 3 into 2x, that is cosine 6x. Now we know that cosine 3 theta is equal to, here we treat 2x as theta, so we can write cosine 3 theta is equal to 4 times cosine cube theta. Cosine cube theta, theta is 2x, so it's 2x minus 3 times cosine theta, and cosine theta, theta is 2x. Now cosine 3 theta is 4 times cosine cube theta minus 3 times cosine theta. Now we can write it as, it is 4 times, we know that cosine 2x, we can write cosine 2x as twice cosine square x minus 1. Then we have raised power 3 here, minus 3 times, and we can write it as twice cosine square x minus 1. It is 4 times. Now we have a minus b whole cube, that is equal to a cube minus b cube minus 3a square b plus 3ab square. So we write a cube, that is 2 cos square x cube minus b cube, that is 1 cube minus 3a square b. It is cos square x whole square b, b is 1, plus 3ab square is twice cos square x, and b is 1, so we have to write 1 square. Then we have minus 3 into 2 is 6, it is minus 6 cos square x, minus minus is plus, it is plus 3. That is further equal to, it is 4 times, it's 2 cube, that is 8 cos raised power 6x minus 1. It is 2 square, that is 4. 4 into 3 is 12, so it becomes 12 cosine raised power 4, so it is cosine raised power 4x. Then we have plus this 3 into 2, that is 6 cosine square x. Now here we have long bracket, so put long bracket here. Then we have minus 6 cosine square x plus 3. That is further equal to, it is 4 into 8, that is 32. It is 32 cosine raised power 6x minus 4 into 12, that is 48 cosine raised power 4x. Then we have 4 into 6, that is 24 cosine square x Then we have this minus 6 cosine square x plus 3, which is equal to, it is 32 cosine raised to power 6x. Now minus 4, leave it. We write first this is minus 48 cosine raised to power 4x. Then we have 24 cosine square x minus 6 cosine square x, so that is plus 18 cosine square x minus 4 plus 3, that is equal to minus 1. I think that is equal to RHS. Yes, in RHS we have this 32 cosine raised to power 6x minus 48 cosine raised to power 4x plus 18 cosine square x minus 1. So LHS is equal to RHS. That completes the question. Now in my next lecture we will discuss trigonometric equations. Till then, take care of yourself. Thank you.